2026 Michigan DMV Bus Endorsement Test 220 questions and complete answers. Question 1. Crossover mirrors help the driver see. Option A, the front bumper danger zones. Option B, the rear bumper. Option C, the left side of the bus. The correct answer is option A, the front bumper danger zones. Explanation. Crossover mirrors are used to help a driver see the danger zone area directly in front of a school bus. The mirror should also display the danger zone areas to the left and right sides of the bus, including the area from the front of the bus to the service door. Question 2. Fueling a bus while passengers are on board is Option A, acceptable only at night. Option B, acceptable only on trips of more than 100 miles. Option C, acceptable only if doing so is unavoidable. The correct answer is option C, acceptable only if doing so is unavoidable. Explanation. A bus should not be refueled while passengers are on board unless it is absolutely necessary to do so. In particular, a bus with riders on board should never be refueled inside an enclosed building. Question 3. When stopped at a railroad crossing, one way for a bus driver to hear if a train is approaching is by Option A, opening the emergency window. Option B, opening the forward door. Option C, waiting for the passengers on the bus to quiet down on their own. The correct answer is option B, opening the forward door. Explanation. When approaching a railroad crossing, buses should stop between 15 and 50 feet from the nearest track and the driver should look both ways for a train. They should open the forward door if it improves their ability to see or hear an oncoming train. Question 4. When driving a school bus, mirrors should be adjusted. Option A, during the drive. Option B, before beginning to drive. Option C, by the students. The correct answer is option B, before beginning to drive. Explanation. You should always check the adjustment of all your mirrors before operating a school bus. Question 5. If a student is believed to have suffered a back injury, you should Option A, move them off the bus. Option B, not move them. Option C, encourage them to try to stand. The correct answer is option B, not move them. Explanation. A school bus driver should not attempt to move a student who has suffered a neck or spinal injury unless the student's life is in immediate danger. Question 6. The inside rear view mirror is used to Option A, see passengers. Option B, see potential hazards on the road. Option C, see vehicles trying to switch lanes. The correct answer is option A, see passengers. Explanation. The overhead inside rearview mirror in a school bus is used to monitor passenger activity inside the bus. Question 7. The overhead inside rearview mirror should be positioned to show Option A, the rear tires. Option B, all of the students on the bus. Option C, the floor of the bus. The correct answer is option B, all of the students on the bus. Explanation. The top portion of the overhead inside rear view mirror should be positioned to display the top of the bus's rear window. This mirror positioning should allow the driver to see all of the students on the bus, including the heads of the students sitting immediately behind the driver. Question 8. When dropping off students at a school, a driver should Option A, secure the bus by turning off the engine. Option B, leave the key in the ignition if leaving the driver's compartment. Option C, read a book while students unload. The correct answer is option A, secure the bus by turning off the engine. Explanation. When unloading students at a school, a bus driver must secure the bus by turning off the engine. If they must leave the driver's compartment, they should remove the key from the ignition. The driver must supervise the unloading process. Question 9. Emergency roof hatches on a bus. Option A, must be closed before the bus is driven. Option B, can be opened to allow for air movement during a drive. Option C, must be removed before the bus is driven. The correct answer is option B, can be opened to allow for air movement during a drive. Explanation. On a bus, it is permissible to lock some emergency roof hatches in an open position to allow in fresh air. However, this should not be a regular practice. Question 10. If you must drive in reverse at a student pickup point, you should Option A, back up before the students board the bus. Option B, back up after the students board the bus. Option C, back up while students direct you. The correct answer is option B, back up after the students board the bus. Explanation. Backing in a school bus is strongly discouraged and should be done only if there is no other safe way to move the vehicle. If you must drive in reverse at a student pickup point, you should wait until all students have first loaded the bus. Question 11. Backing a school bus is Option A, strongly encouraged. Option B, strongly discouraged. Option C, only to be done in the morning. The correct answer is option B, strongly discouraged. Explanation. Backing a school bus is strongly discouraged and should only be done if there is no safe alternative. If you must drive in reverse, be sure to follow all proper safety protocol. Question 12. A posted speed limit for cars. Option A is usually safe for buses. Option B may be too fast for buses. Option C may be too slow for buses. The correct answer is option B, may be too fast for buses. Explanation. Particularly on curves, the maximum posted speed limit may be safe to be driven in a car but too fast to be driven in a bus. Be especially careful when the road has been made slippery by rain or snow. Question 13. Students loading and unloading a bus. Option A is simple and does not need to be supervised. Option B can be dangerous and should be supervised. Option C may be done without the bus driver present. The correct answer is option B, can be dangerous and should be supervised. Explanation. More students are killed each year during loading or unloading of school buses than while riding on school buses. Therefore, it is critical that school bus drivers follow appropriate safety procedures during loading and unloading. This process should never take place without being properly supervised. Question 14. While passengers are on board a bus, refueling the bus in an enclosed space, allowing the bus to be towed, and conversing with the passengers are considered to be Option A, encouraged practices. Option B, acceptable practices. Option C, prohibited practices. The correct answer is option C, prohibited practices. Explanation. Bus drivers should not engage in conversation with passengers, fuel a bus inside an enclosed building, or tow or push a disabled bus with riders aboard the vehicle. These are all considered to be prohibited practices. Question 15. When inspecting the interior of a bus, you should Option A, lock every emergency exit window. Option B, check every railing. Option C, remove loose handholds. The correct answer is option B, check every railing. Explanation. When inspecting the interior of a bus, you must make sure everything is safe and in proper working condition. Take the time to ensure that each handhold and railing is securely in place and safe to be used. Question 16. Adjust a bus's mirrors. Option A, before operating the bus. Option B, while operating the bus. Option C, at the first stoplight after starting your shift. The correct answer is option A, before operating the bus. Explanation. The adjustment of mirrors should be checked prior to the start of any trip. Question 17. When approaching a school bus stop, the bus driver should Option A, not use their mirrors. Option B, approach the stop with caution. Option C, stop on the sidewalk. The correct answer is option B, approach the stop with caution. Explanation. A school bus driver should always approach bus stops slowly and cautiously. Question 18. Properly adjusted crossover mirrors allow you to see all of the following, except Option A, the right and left front tires touching the ground. Option B, the area in front of the bus. Option C, the tops of the right and left rear tires. The correct answer is option C, the tops of the right and left rear tires. Explanation. Properly adjusted crossover mirrors on a school bus should allow the driver to see the entire area in front of the bus from the front bumper at ground level to a point where direct vision is possible. The mirror should also display the right and left front tires touching the ground, as well as the area from the front of the bus to the service door. Question 19. ABS helps you. Option A, lock up your wheels. Option B, keep your wheels from locking up. Option C, count the number of students boarding the bus. The correct answer is option B, keep your wheels from locking up. Explanation. The function of an anti-lock braking system ABS is to prevent a vehicle's wheels from locking up when the driver brakes hard on a slippery surface. Question 20. The standee line. Option A is a line that passengers should not cross. Option B is a line upon which passengers should stand. Option C is a line that should be used as passengers exit the bus. The correct answer is option A, is a line that passengers should not cross. Explanation. On a bus designed to carry standing passengers, no passengers may stand in front of the rear of the driver's seat. Any such bus must have a line on the floor or some other marking that indicates where passengers may not stand. This is called a standee line.